Garrison News at 9. First, the highlight. Maiden civil servant to work for fitness kicks off in Lagos State. House of Representatives to collaborate with military and others to tackle oil theft. On foreign scene, gunmen kill 9 Pakistan nationals in southeastern Iran. And in sport, Flamingos to battle Central African Republic in Douala. Now, the details. I am Sarah Adesanya. In a bid to promote the wellness and well-being of civil servants, the Office of the Head of Service in Lagos State has organized its maiden walk for fitness. Civil servants from various ministries, departments, and agencies of the state government joined the Head of Service, Bodiagaro, top government functionaries, including permanent secretaries, directors on the walk, which kicked off from the Adeyemi Bero Auditorium, Alausa, to Allen Roundabout in Ikeja, back to Alausa. Speaking with journalists after the walk, the state head of service, Bodiagoro, urged public servants in the state to be physically, mentally, and emotionally stable to enhance their productivity. Agoro, who stated that the walk will be organized every last Saturday of the month, commended public servants for their dedication and selfless service.
Keeping fit, meeting up with each other, networking with each other. There's some staff have not seen each other in years because we're so focused on work. We go to work, we go home. So it's a good opportunity to keep fit, to network, to meet your PAMSECs and your heads of agency, and to speak to them on the same level, and just have a general chit-chat.
Special Advisor to the Governor on Political, Legislative and Civil Engagement, Afolabi Tajuddin, and Permanent Secretary in the office, Abiola Koshepe, described the exercise as a way of keeping fit and helping public servants to be alert while carrying out their duties.
It's a way of keeping fit, brain alertness, body and soul, and I think it is worthwhile starting the work from here. Adesanya Bero to Balogun bus stop, we make a U-turn and we enter to the main gate. And I think I see everybody sweating. By the time everybody gets home today, it's going to be a sound sleep, freshness, and the adjustment of all the body system.
It's a very novel and very interesting initiative. You know, we have a situation where a lot of us are always sitting, we're sedentary, we're always sitting, we're walking, we're not taking care of our health. So this is really very exciting and we hope that it continues and it is sustained.
The event featured health talks including risk factors of high blood pressure, diabetes, and how to prevent them. The Lagos State Government, through the Office of the Public Defender, OPD, has rescued 2 minors, aged 4 years, male, and 15 months, female, who were neglected by their father in Awoyaya area of Lagos. The office rescued the children after responding to an SOS sent by Good Samaritans through its Facebook platforms, where the kind-hearted negotiators narrated how the children were neglected and physically abused by their father. The director of OPD, Olubunmi Adesomoju, added that the rescue team took immediate steps to ensure the children were rescued with the help of the police. While noting that the children are receiving much-needed medical support and have been placed in safe custody, Adesomoju expressed appreciation to the concerned citizens who brought the plight of the minors to attention of the agency. The director urged residents of Lagos State to stay vigilant and report any suspicious case involving domestic abuse through its toll-free number 070-8060-1080 or email address opdlagos@gmail.com, stressing that such report will be treated with utmost confidentiality. The Lagos State Building Control Agency, LASCA, says it's important for owners of completed buildings in the state to obtain a certificate of completion and fitness for habitation before moving into such buildings. The general manager, Bonaoki, gave the advice while presenting a certificate of completion and fitness for habitation to the owner of a 3-floor structure, Rasak Busari, at Block 24, Plot 3079B, Amuwa Dofi area of the state. Okiwu was represented by the head of Building Certification Department, Oyeniyi Oluwapumi, said the certificate of completion and fitness for habitation is the proof that the building owner followed the laid down rules and regulations guiding building construction in the state. According to the general manager, before the commencement of any building construction in Lagos State, owners and developers must approach LAPSCAP with the building plan approval, where a letter of authorization to commence construction will be issued to them. And now to the rest of the stories. Chief of Staff, Chorus Tawid Lagwaja, has tasked the personnel of Operation Safe Haven, OPSH, to stamp out the recurring violence in Plateau State in line with the rules of engagement that have been spelled out to them. The chorus will visit the scene of the recent skirmishes in the Mango local government area of Plateau State to see things before addressing the troops at the mini stadium in Mango, found at the renewed violence, and encouraged the troops to remain focused and deliver positive results. Like what I said, every lawbreaker will be apprehended. The House of Representatives Special Committee on Oil Theft has promised to collaborate with the Nigerian Armed Forces and other rescue organizations in the country to tackle the scourge of crude oil theft in the country. Chairman of the committee, Al-Hassan Ado Dogu, made the promise when he led other members of the committee on a visit to the office of the Chief of Defense Staff. Dogua said the committee is proud of some of the achievements recorded in recent times by the military and other security organizations and current government facilities, and uncovering several facilities used in depriving the country of its crude oil. He recalled that the Chief of Defense Staff and the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited recently inspected an illegal crude oil vessel loaded with thousands of metric tons of crude oil that was intercepted by a private security firm. Dongwa also promised that the House will continuously subject the Petroleum Industry Act to further legislative scrutiny and amendments to provide for an efficient, enabling environment for effective security operations. The chairman and chief executive officer of the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency, Buba Mawa, has urged men and officers of the agency to shun any enticement that conflicts with the ethos of their profession as anti-narcotics operatives. Mawa gave the charge in Jos, Plateau State, during the graduation of members of the Strike Force Elite Corps in the agency. He noted that the success of the course would not have been possible without the commitment of the training facilitators and the NDLEA team of instructors. In his remarks, the agency boss appealed to officers to embrace the discipline that had been instilled in them during their training and ensure they are incorruptible in the discharge of the duties. And now foreign news, gunmen have killed 9 Pakistanis in a recent southern border area of Iran amid efforts by the two countries to mend ties after recent tit-for-tat attacks. The Pakistani ambassador to Tehran, Mohammed Tipi, on the social media platform X, called upon Iran to extend full cooperation in the matter. According to Baluchi rights group Halvash, the victims were Pakistani laborers who lived at a car repair shop where they worked. Calling the attack a terrorist incident, Pakistan's foreign ministry said it was in touch with Iranian authorities and had asked Tehran to investigate the incident. And in sport, Nigeria will begin the quest for a place in this year's FIFA Under-17 Women's World Cup next weekend, when the Flamingos take on their counterparts from Central African Republic in the second round, first leg encounter in Cameroonian city of Douala. The Central Africans have for many years now made Douala home as a result of lack of an approved stadium for the international matches in Bangui or any other city in their country. It was in Douala that they hosted the Super Eagles in a 2022 FIFA World Cup qualifier in November 2021, which the Eagles won 2-0. The match, already scheduled for Sunday, 4th February, will hold on the Stade de la Reunification de Douala. The Nigeria's Flamingos, who won the bronze medals of the last edition of the FIFA Under-17 Women's World Cup, hosted by India after a penalty shootout defeat of Germany, have been appeared at every edition of the FIFA Under-17 Women's World Cup finals bar one, the 2018 finals in Uruguay. Just before we go, stay alive. Make use of pedestrian bridges where available. You can follow us and like all our various social media platforms: X, formerly Twitter, Lagos Traffic 961, Instagram, Lagos Traffic Radio 961. Watch us live on Facebook, Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. On YouTube, subscribe and watch all our previous programs and news on our channel, Traffic Radio 961. Did you know that Sanwo-Olu administration completed the renovation of the library at the State Criminal Investigation Department, Panti Yaba? You can get more details on the Lagos State Government website. To end the news, here are the highlights of the major stories. In a bid to promote the wellness and well-being of civil servants, the Office of the Head of Service in Lagos State has organized its maiden Walk for Fitness. The House of Representatives Special Committee on Oil Theft has promised to collaborate with the Nigerian Armed Forces and other security organizations in the country to tackle the scourge of crude oil theft in the country. We also told you that Germany have killed 9 Pakistanis in the restive southern border area of Iran amid efforts by the two countries to mend ties after a recent tit-for-tat attacks. And in sport, Nigeria will begin the quest for a place in this year's FIFA Under-17 Women's World Cup next weekend, when the Flamingos take on their counterpart from Central African Republic in the second round, first leg encounter in the Cameroonian city of Douala. For contact with the newsroom, send a message to Lagos Traffic Radio at lagosstate.gov.ng. That is the news broadcast compiled by Zainab Adebeshi. I am Sarah Adesanya.